The U-557, oldest German battleship cruiser. If the Great Britain don't stop her, she will take over Greenland and Great Britain will lose the battle. One Great Britain destroyer set up to go to Greenland. As the other Great Britain destroyer was launched in ocean, and the ship was called HMS New Vanguard. The HMS Vanguard was sent to find the German battleship cruiser U-557 to see if she was at the south. Instead of going forward, she took a turn to the right side and moved forward as an aircraft carrier was launched into the ocean. After a few weeks of Great Britain in searching, Germany sent the German battleship cruiser U-775 to the ocean along with the German U-boat 129. The captain on the HMS Vanguard decided to go back to make sure U-557 wasn't behind them. 1 mile from far distance HMS Vanguard and U-557 were spotted and fired torpedoes, and U-557 stern guns fired HMS Vanguard reported where she was heading. The Great Britain aircraft carrier sent 3 planes to find German battleship cruiser U-557. One was going straight and one to the right, other to the left. After searching for U-557, a Briton plane from far distance spotted German battleship cruiser U-775, and Great Britain sent 5 battleships for their help as HMS Flush fired at 1 mile. HMS Vanguard was spotted by U-775, and a mile away U-775 fired her guns, and HMS Vanguard sent for help and fired her bow-deck main battery gun. The U-775 was spotted by the torpedo plane, and the torpedo plane reported the German ship. HMS Vanguard started to follow U-775 and U-129. HMS Vanguard fired her bow main battery gun first as U-775 fired. The German battleship cruiser U-557 and HMS Vanguard were fighting as they fired their guns and used high explosive shells that made a fire on their midsection deck. Both ships continued firing from 1 mile away as the aircraft carrier sails to east to help HMS Flush. And so they were left alone fighting against each other as they continued going in circles, not knowing what to do. The ship stopped firing for a few minutes and then fired as German battleship cruiser U-557 changed her shells to high explosive shells as for HMS Vanguard used to her armor piercing. The U-775 and U-129 took a turn, and U-775 did the best she could. She fired her guns and torpedo launchers high explosive and used red torpedoes. Red torpedoes were all over the place. No escape. The Great Britain HMS Flush that lasted for 23 years sinks. For a few weeks, the German battleship cruiser U-775 saw lights from a distance in the foggy morning, and she knew it was Great Britain coming. The 2 Great Britain battleships changed their shells to high explosive and made a fire on U-775 and U-129. Knowing that the job is done, they then go back to HMS Vanguard to help as the German battleship cruiser U-557 continued fighting with HMS Vanguard. As the German battleship cruiser U-557 fired her main battery gun and fired her a green torpedo. Now they were out of hand. U-557 tries to leave the place as HMS Vanguard turns her back to U-557. Now HMS Colossus and HMS Division and HMS Vanguard now have the chance to sink the greatest German battleship cruiser that was built in all history. The German battleship that lasted 26 years sinks, and HMS Vanguard fire a green torpedo that hit the midsection stern of the port of the ship. Now that it's done, Germany will start a war next time. The German battleship cruiser will last 1 billion years in the underwater, never to seeing again.